Decided to skip breakfast at Tiffany's and come to the articulators this morning. Speaker number 3 has come a long way from being the quiet observer mouse to being the roaring tigress in her quest to be heard. Finally, receiving her CC and CL. Speaking from the Advanced Manual, Public Relations, speech number 1, the Goodwill speech. Please help me welcome Sophia Loren, aka Patty Grafton, and her speech, So Much More Than That.
Ciao, everybody. Darlings, how are you today? It's a little hot. So I think I would take off. In this day and age, where we have to tighten our belts so much with our economic uncertainty, where can you go to have a life-changing experience that doesn't cost much out of pocket? Where can you learn so many valuable lessons and have fun and be entertained while you're doing it? Do you know? Do you? Where can you get solid, corporate, worldwide support at your fingertips without having to be paid or without having to look for it in everyday life? I tell you, my friends, Toastmasters International is the place. Human speech is directly responsible for almost every thought and emotion we have. Communication is paramount to any relationship. And in today's world of so many varieties of communications, Facebook, Twitter, Twatter, text, and this and that, I tell you what, the spoken language always is the best way to communicate. Good communication distinguishes good presidents sometimes. Sometimes presidents do blunders. Who can forget Bushisms? Some presidents have even invented a new language in Wikipedia because of their speaking blunders. President George W., ex-President George W., had so many blunders. His most famous one was the word used, misunderestimated, that it became known as a Bushism. But it doesn't stop there. Sports people, announcers, and even artists have made blunders when they're trying to give a speech. Smoking kills. If you're killed, you have lost a very important part of your life. That was Brooke Shields' campaign for anti-smoking. How about the doctor x-rayed my head and found nothing? I could say that. Dizzy Dean explained how he felt after being hit on the head by a ball in the 1934 World Series. But then there are very good speakers. Martin Luther King. Who can forget his speech? I have a dream. Toastmasters is so much more than that. Not only can you find your inner voice and learn how to speak and communicate clearly, but you also learn how to listen and evaluate properly. You can apply it to your everyday life, to your business, to your personal life, as I did recently when my then 20-year-old unwed son announced to me that I was to become a grandmother. I had to practice my best evaluator skills You do not start out with a criticism. You start out saying, wonderful! I am so happy that I am going to be a grandmother. You're going to produce such wonderful children. What the hell do you think you're doing? So lo and behold, Toastmasters helped me cope with one of those most difficult moments of life. When my granddaughter was born, December 30th, this past year, making me a grandmother for the first time. Lovely. But Toastmasters is so much more than that. I'm learning to become a leader. It teaches you leadership skills. I am learning to become a PR person, and I'm learning by force on having to communicate through electronic mechanisms that I never thought I would use. Facebook, Twitter, Twatter. Toastmasters is so much more than that. It's also a family. Like Kathy just said, and like Mitch has always taught us. We become friends. We get to meet new people. We get to listen to other people tell us what they're thinking. We get to express ourselves. We learn to stand up and be counted on. Toastmasters is so much more than that. I am so happy that I am a Toastmaster and happy to be here today and see some new Toastmasters come on the line. Thank you, Mr. Corleone.